In September 2019, I had the privilege of flying in the Collings Foundation's 909, a B-17 bomber much like the one my Uncle Tony Suarez served in as a front gunner during World War II. Tragically, this aircraft crashed on the 2nd of October of 2019, taking several lives with it. I would like to share with you what the experience of flying in the 909 was like for me. First thing is a pre-flight briefing. They teach you how to conduct yourself inside the plane. For example, they tell you about your ball cap, turn it around so you can see what's above you and you don't bang your head that way into things. Here we are boarding the plane. You grab onto the frame of the door and you swing yourself in. At this point, we're sitting inside the waist of the plane, looking forward, looking out as we taxi. This is the ball turret gunner's station inside that ball. That's the flight engineer, that lady moving around up there. She would tell you when to buckle up, when to undo your seatbelt, how to move around. Here's the 909 up in the air. And here we're getting comfortable, taking off. Those are wires that control the flying surfaces of the plane, and many times you're bouncing around inside the plane and you feel like grabbing onto something, and those wires always seem to be in the way. Like you want to hold on to them and you can't. Here we're in the sunroof of the plane. This would normally be covered in plastic, but they just remove it, and it's a lot of fun. You have to be careful with your glasses, they can fly right off your head. But it's pretty thrilling to look out. This is looking out onto the city of Salem, Massachusetts. This is the Bombardiers station, and this is where my Uncle Tony would sit. He was the front gunner, and he was also the one who operated the bomb bay doors, and he would release the bombs on the plane. These are the machine guns that he would operate. And here I'm sitting at the Bombardier's seat. So you can see there's nothing protecting you other than a thin piece of plastic out there. The engine propellers are right there, very close to the fuselage of the plane. These are machine guns all over the place. Here we have movement of folks inside the plane, which is somewhat complicated. There's not a lot of room to maneuver in there. At this point we're flying over the town of Rockport, which is where we would eventually turn around. Here we're looking towards the back of the plane. This is the radio room, and those are the bomb racks, which are between the radio room and the pilot station. And here's the plane landing, turning around in front of the crowd. The pilot is very skilled that he could bring that wing almost right over that fence. I'm sure to thrill the people. When you get out of the plane, you feel so privileged to have been part of this. And this guy, look, he's so euphoric. He loved it. And this is me, I was the last one out, and just loving the experience.
Where did you sit?
I sat at the beginning in the belly of the plane over here in the middle, and then when we were up in the air, then we started moving around, and they moved us to the front. You know, I went to the bombardier station over there.
Yep.
That was really cool.
So did you start out like over where the waist guns are?
Yeah.
Kind of that
Yeah,
area?
in the center, right.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so then we got to roam around the plane.
Air Force.
Oh, the coolest place is in the middle there on the top.
Where you
There's that hole
Open
in the
area?
fuselage there. And you
you get
can
a lot
stick
of
your head through there.
Do you get a lot of sound? Is it really loud?
Oh, it's really loud. I mean, I had my earplugs
Right.
and everything. You know,
So you stuck your head up there a little bit and
Oh, several times. It's fun. But you have to be careful with your glasses and
Right.
stuff.
Getting
Never mind
blown
your
off.
hat. You know,
and
you
your
gotta
hat,
take that
yeah.
out. And it's just like blasting you, you know.
Where would you say the guy went? Like, did he go to the left?
Oh,
or
we
to
went
the right,
to
or-
Rockport and
Up to Rockport?
that I could remember, you know, Beverly Harbor.
Yep.
You know, we flew over that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What about the ball turn? Are you able to get into the ball turn?
No,
I don't think so, right?
too complicated. You have to be a skinny little guy, you know, to fit in there. They would always pick the littlest guy to go in
Look
there.
at how small that area for the tail gun is.
Right. Yeah, they don't let you in there either. You have to
What
go
is there
through
like
this
a
tunnel.
hatch or something?
Well, they have like a canvas thing
Okay,
covering it
covering
right
that
now.
area.
Yeah.
So
you
crawl
can
down
go
there?
in and then there's like a tunnel that it takes
They had
you
to
down
crawl
there.
in there.
Yeah, you have to crawl in there. I could see that from the other time when we came to see the plane.
Yeah.
But this one, they have it covered. But there's like this big hole in the bottom too, so you can see right clear through the plane.
There's a hole
Yeah.
with like plexiglass on it? Or?
No, it's like wide open.
Oh.
There's several holes in there that are wide open.
How about looking up into the top turret gun? Can you
they
look
didn't
up
let
in
you
there?
in there.
But could you look in up there?
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah. But this is really fun, you know, over here in that
Yeah. Area.
hole in the sort of like a convertible. Kind
And
of
that was the way they had it. They had it open. Because I would have thought
I
when they
don't
were
remember seeing that.
I would have thought that when they were flying, at least on their mission over, they would close things up for. I mean, it wasn't like it was pressurized, so it didn't
Well,
matter.
the side windows, they didn't have any.
Right, they didn't have those.
Yeah, those
right,
were
so it
wide
was
open.
probably open.